Out of the final corner, Romza has spun round on his outlap. See Evan losing the rear of the car out of turn 8. Piavana going through the middle sector is faster than Evan and faster than everyone else so far. Piavana is going to cross the line to finish his lap. A few people aborting their lap. Piavana goes fastest, but not for long. Razor and Chris now goes above Piavana. Chris with a 102.2 to go on provisional pole. He's 200s up on his previous lap so far. Going through the middle sector, slight improvement once again. He runs quite wide out of turn 10. Finally going through the chicane. He's kept it clean with no bumps. Razor Hyper goes into the pits. Razor Hyper going through turn 7, very clean, and then through turn 8 he kept it clean once again, but is not an improvement so far. Razor Hyper is going to come into the pits, and he's going to have to get a lap in immediately. There's Knee coming across the line and goes 7 fastest in the Audi. I think it's the next person to cross the line with an improvement in lap time. Here comes Pikachu across the line, and he takes pole position. Superb lap from Pikachu to go on pole.
Pikachu for Ferrari finished P1 with a 1 minute 2 dead, followed by Evan for Audi Sport. Chris, who was not able to get that final run in, had to settle for P3, followed by Romza and Saivip for Aston Martin P4 and P5 respectively. P6 was occupied by Piavana, and P7 was the big black Stealthy. Razor Hyper had to finish right behind Stealthy after he had an unlucky bump on his last lap. P9 had Dom and P10 had Knee for Audi Sport. Let's see how the sprint will play out.
We're gonna have 5 red lights. And away we go for the New Zealand sprint. Pikachu gets a good start ahead of Evan, who started alongside him on the front row. So it's Pikachu in the lead. But then there's Romzo trying to go around the outside of Evan and inching into the lead. Romzo is fighting Pika for the lead here, but he goes wide out of turn 3. Romza is trying to fight Pika, and I think he's slowly creeping into the lead of the race. It's a very big scrap for the lead here between Pika and Evan, Chris, and then the other 2 Ferraris of Dom and Pika. Dom has actually got the straight line speed and actually made it into the lead now. But the other cars behind, you can see there's a swarm of cars behind him gonna try to fight back. Here comes Evan and the Ferrari of Dom dueling for position. Romza as well fighting Chris, and I think Romza there actually taps the wall out of the final chicane. Here comes Dom trying to move around, weaving around on the back straight to try not and allow Chris and Evan to get a toe. There's Evan getting out of shape out of turn 7. Chris now is going to take 2nd place off Evan. So we had a very early battle between the Ferrari and everyone else. But I think, oh, I see a car who's gone into the pit lane, and that is Piavana, who's going to be dropping down the positions and probably losing his chance to score any points in this sprint now. I think he might have got a bump into the pit lane, and now he's going to be dropping down the order all the way down to 15th. Dom trying to cut away from Chris at the moment, but Chris is staying close to Dom very well here. Dom once again is going to try to get out of Chris's DRS, but I think Chris, while Chris got the DRS, Dom has actually made a mistake out of turn 6 and went wide. Here comes Chris going a bit wide out of the exit of turn 7, trying to look, thinking about a move on Dom there, but Dom is still staying in the lead, while you can see behind them is the Braun and Audi and Aston Martin fighting. There's an Alfa Romeo who's gone very wide and I think have a bit of a love tap on the wall. So we're on lap 6 of 14. Dom leads the way ahead of Chris. Dino Monkey has just set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:05.4. He started from the pit lane and is trying to fight back to score some points. Razor is actually ahead of Evan right now, and behind him we can also see the McLaren of Fishnoob, who didn't turn up to the first race of Qatar. He only showed up in qualifying, but here he is in 4th place for McLaren. Then we see the pole sitter of Pikachu, and as I say that, Fishnoob, who was having a good race, that is one of the alphas. I think it's BB Queen, who has crashed at the chicane. That is a definite safety car, and we are going to get the safety car deployed here at Auckland. The safety car is now at turn 2. Yes, the safety car is at turn 2. You can see people are now going to start pitting. Basketic, I think, has stayed out and is now into the lead of the race. Okay. Here's Basketic, who's now gonna take control. He's on the older medium tyres and he's now bolted Basketic on the old mediums. Now he's going to restart the New Zealand sprint. Valley Pepe is lagging a lot right now. I think we need to manually look at where Valley Pepe is. Here comes Dom, who's trying to make a move on Basketic, who's on older tyres. Dom now on the fresh softs can surely take the opportunity and go ahead of Basketic. Yes, he has. Has the Mercedes gamble not work here? Because Basketic is losing grip and he's losing positions very quickly as well. Oh, and a couple of drivers go wide there. And oh my god! There is the Braun of Poke Diggy, who has flipped and stuck in the barrier now. Dom now takes the lead of the race. Valley Pepe has completely glitched the leaderboard. We're going to have to manually look at where he finishes, because we've lost a lap because of that glitch. There is Dom now in the lead of the race, but Dino now is challenging him, and Dino Monkey is pushing hard, and Dino is now going to take the lead. Dino, who started from the pit lane, got very lucky with the safety car and now is in the lead of the race. Dino could win this here because he's now a few tenths clear of Dom. Dino Monkey, who did not qualify, but was held by the safety car, is now going to come across the line and win the... Oh wait, no, keep going, guys. What the hell? What the hell? Are we still going?
So in the end, Dom had won the race and taken home an 8 points for Ferrari, followed by Laser Hyper for Braun GP in second. Evan rounded out the top 3 for Audi Sport, followed by the big black Stealthy climbing his way up from 7th. Pikachu for Ferrari had to finish 5th after dropping all the way from pole. Nee climbed his way back up and finished 6th for Audi Motorsport. Vishnu, my goat, had finished 7th for McLaren, a long way behind his teammate. Bale Pepe, who had crashed the server like the dumbass he is, finished P8. And Dino Monkey, who got caught lacking under the safety car, had to finish P9 after penalties. Ledesky rounded out the top 10, but however, neither of them scored points.